Today we're here to give you a briefing to talk about 6 dysfunctions commonly seen in non-monogamy and how to solve them. And if you know of other dysfunctions that you've seen out there in non-monogamy of any form, swinging or in polyamory, then go ahead and comment in the comments. And so the first dysfunction is what I call a dysfunctional self. And that is where you put other people first and forget about yourself, or it's always about other people.
And I find this a lot of times with women in particular, because as mothers and wives, there has been this passed down through generation after generation after generation that we as women are basically told to sacrifice ourselves for the sake of our children, for the sake of our husbands, for the sake of everybody else. And we put ourselves last on the list.
You know, and in non-monogamy, that just kind of, I think, intensifies. The second is dysfunctional contentment. And you see, we all have abilities. We also have capabilities. And our abilities end up becoming limited and restricted. And then we look to our abilities instead of realizing that we're a lot more capable. And so we become content with just life as it is, instead of continuing to grow in our lives.
Absolutely. One of the things that I put is that we tend to argue for our limitations. And I'm very, very guilty of that one. And he'll attest to that. Is I will definitely argue to the point that I'm going to be right, even though I know in the back of my head I'm limiting myself.
And so number 3 is dysfunctional disability, or even declining ability. You may not see yourself as being disabled, but your ability is just slowly declining. Another one is financial dysfunction. And living an ethically and consensually non-monogamous life, if you're not financially abundant, then it can put a strain on your finances.
Absolutely. And one of the things we're taught is that things will be better in the future. Why can't they be better now?
And dysfunctional authenticity. And that is being fake and appearing to be monogamous and financially sound and healthy and things like this, when we really aren't all that healthy, aren't all that financially sound, and when we're appearing to be monogamous, but we aren't.
Yep, absolutely.
And the last one is dysfunctional norms. And the dysfunctional norms are the fact that we come into our non-monogamous life with a whole society and history all around us of monogamy. And we try to make the norms, or the tools that we apply to make our lives work well, we try to apply those same things to our non-monogamous life, and they just don't fit. But we don't realize that. And so therefore we end up living with some dysfunction. And so I said that we're going to go ahead and talk to you about how to solve these items. We're going to go through the next 6 briefings. We're going to talk about each one of these dysfunctions individually, and then we'll also then talk about some solutions for that.